Brick City podcast TV channel. Yeah. Trap. Fed life. We keep it hot. You hear me? For my fans. Fans love Fed life. You hear me? Keep it real. Keep it true. Yeah. But this is episode 26. I don't know how to go live. I'm gonna try live. I'll be checking other podcasts out. Going live. Cause this is one of them. One I like hear people inputs. People can, hey, yeah, Shawn, I'll try it. Give me some time. But anyway, let me talk about this trial. When they came and got me in the feds, when they came and got me, and I made a $500,000 bond. I made $5,000 bond in 3 days. True story. That's what happened. Yeah, I'll probably go back. I'll explain. You can go back on previous podcasts. Maybe my Facebook. It'll tell you whatever. Anyway, when I got down there, my homie Darrell down there, my homies in the streets, and he's the first person I seen. Yeah, I had smoke with it too. I ain't no telling about it. I had weed on me. Why I went down there when they came and got me on the $500,000 bond, they came and got me while I was working on 4th Street. So when they came and got me, I always kept some smoke. Everything I kept in my nuts. I'm sorry for the language. Down in my pants. And I had some weed in there with them. So when they came and got me on $500,000, I had some weed on it. Me and Darrell, we smoked. We shot Darrell, coming home soon. You already know, Brick City Entertainment. And I went to him and he the one. He was like, yo. I was like, man, this right here going fed. They said they gonna pick me up. Cause the SBI had got me. They already told me my case going fed in 6 months. That's what they told me. You know, I mean, that's what happened. But they would tell me that, like I said, they wanted me to cooperate with whatever. You know, I ain't going down. But he said, man, he said, oh shoot, you might get 5 years. That's what he said. I tell my son Gucci, he always laugh when I tell that story. 5 years? What? Man, next time I know I was down in the praying group. True story. I think that prayer group got me out 3 days. True story. That was really what happened. Thank you, Lord. But that's what happened. He told me look at least 5 years. And I didn't understand it, you know what I mean? This federal and state, whole different battleground, you know what I mean? But that's what happened. He told me. But what I'm trying to get at was the dude. I was in the F law in Beaufort County jail, and the dude that had robbed me, he was still in the county jail. So they put us in the same cell. True story. Soon I got in, they tell me, man, the rest of me, no old boy down. See? I was on that kind of time, man. F block, you already know. Pound out time. You know you can do it about anybody been in both out of jail. Ain't no see nothing to save you down there. Once you get it, you hit it. Ain't no but bars. You in slippers, ain't no shoes. So you better be tough. But anyway, you know I want that kind of time. This true story. I told my man to listen. Tell him I'm not trying to go to court. True story. Hope man come home, he'll tell you. Let him know I ain't trying to go to court. We don't do that streets. We don't go to court. You do stuff in the street, you handle the street. If that stuff, what happened with all that stuff on black and white, you seen what happened to that robbery. Not only they had me on newspaper in the robbery. It's true story. When they tried to rob, they robbed the attempt robbery. You already know it was Brick City. And they put it in the newspaper. It was documented. You can't hide from it. They called the police. They came to my house. The woman called the police. They got the gun. They got the shotgun. They got everything. So I'm telling the dude, listen, I'm not trying to go to court. If I'm in the streets, we don't do that kind of stuff. But now I'm in the feds, and this is what this dude do. True story. So before I go to the fed, the DA came down and talked to me. I don't know, my lawyer, I can't remember that. He came talk to me and told the way he told me. He said, we offered this dude 36 months. He said he don't want to take it. They felt like, since I got 15 years feds, He had a good lawyer. Don't get twisted. He had a good lawyer. I guess she talked with him. They offered him 36 months. He felt like he could beat the charge because I'm in feds. Because I'm the bad guy. You already know. When the feds came got me, man, the whole town probably shut down for a second. Feds come down, you better stop what you doing. That's what happened, because you know what's going on. They think you get me, man. Let me tell y'all something right now quick. I went to feds by myself. I came out by myself. Nobody came with me. You hear me? All right? True story. I tell guys that they gave me the time to get back. Nobody came with me. I went in. I used to tell guys in the field, I went in. I came in by myself. I'm going to come out by myself. All right? True story. Can't talk like this unless it's true. You hear me? But anyway, we ain't going all that. My pocket's clean. You hear me? But yeah, that's what happened. I told the DA telling me that the dude want to go to trial. He want to go to trial because his case was strong. Basically, they were trying to label me out. I'm a bad guy. Blah blah blah. This and that. So this is what happened. Not only that, my girlfriend at that time, she wasn't trying to hear nothing. You know what I mean? This guy came. Not only that, we felt like he the one bringing the police to our house. We feel like, man, you know what I mean? But anyway, they were always looking at me. Once I got my old story, but that's how we felt. I died, she felt. You know, I did not want to go to court. We don't do the street stuff. You don't do stuff like this. I'm in the feds now. Well, I ain't went. Oh, I'm still in the county jail. So that's what happened. It's a true story. So now I'm going to court. I ain't telling nobody. This right here, I don't like this. What kind of stuff is he doing? They offered the man 36 months. They got all the evidence on this dude. You can't get away with this stuff right here. And this is why I want people to tag in on, because it was a situation when we was in the feds. We got an argument. Dude in the feds and the ant. We got shot at the ant. If you remember, ant was over here real too. And then about 20 something. We went home too. But we had an argument. We were talking about Ray Lewis. The dude jumped in Ray Lewis' car. And I mean, Ray Lewis, the football player, had a murder charge. We had a debate. Why should Ray Lewis do? The dude went in his car. The dude ran his car. He ended up stabbing the dude, ended up killing the dude, and they charged Ray Lewis with the murder. And Ray Lewis didn't do it. They was just out there fighting. And they got everything out there. So they trying to say, should Ray Lewis go? He going to court? Is that telling? What is that? Is that street? You know what I mean? So we had a big argument about that. And while I let people tune in, what this dude was doing. And I was sitting in the stool, and I told him, listen, man, I'm not trying to go to court. Don't do that in the streets. I told my man, really, you need to go tell him, man, going to court, don't do that kind of stuff. He goes back and tell his lawyer, get a good lawyer too. She want to talk lawyers around, and they thought they could beat the case. And I'm talking about, they made me look bad. Man, the first thing they did, they called me to court. They told me, the DA told me, first thing she said, where you got locked up for? How much time you got? 15 years at the time. I said, 180 months. What else? I had to tell them about my drug charge. I had to tell them about the gun charge. So I had 10 years. I had 120 months on the gun charge. That ran together on my 180 months. So I did have, even though I had 15 years, the 10 years ran together. So if they were caught drugs and gun together, they called 924C. I would got 25. Nowhere around that. I tell my story, them guys all the time. Listen, they got me like that. They would got me guns and drugs together. They called 924C. You done. Because it's boxcar. You can't run them together. But anyway, that's what happened. And that what happened with the I don't know if that was it. Oh, the court case. Yeah, going to court. So I'm telling them I had to tell them about the guns. So I'm telling them about the trafficking, the guns. Because they try to make me look so bad because she felt like he could beat the charge because I was in the feds. I had 15 years. I was laid with this guy. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. So I wish I could tune in because I didn't know what can I do about that? What I mean, a street, you don't supposed to go to court, man. You don't go to court. You handle the street. I had the same thing with this farm. No, we handle the street. We don't go to court. What we gonna do? And you gotta understand the other dude was he was still in the streets. I ain't saying nothing about him. It was a situation, you know, we don't caught up with him. I'll tell my son a story too, but we don't do that. This podcast clean. I love everybody. You hear me? It's just my true story. This stuff happened 20 years ago. All right, you know what I mean? don't want to get offended. But yeah, I caught one of the dude. I knew who he was. We caught him out there. You know what I mean? But I mean, nothing happened. I'm glad it didn't, because I already, cake was all on me. Dude came up to me, close. I ain't, so, yeah, he had the thing on. Boom, boom, window he had. Let's go to the laundromat. He got a thing in the car. Boom, boom. I'm looking at, I'm saying, you get a real beef out of the street and people know what's going on. Listen, somebody robbed you, man. You know what's going on, man. You know he out there across the street. It's pressure. What you gonna do? And then what happened? He pulled up on me, he had a gun, blah, blah, boom. There it goes. We going to laundromat. Ran up on him. He was there with his mom's. Thank God, nothing foolish happened. And as soon as we get at this, you see police, she hollering, they call they like that right there. So we get up. As soon as we get there, we seen that. They backing up in the laundromat. She called the police. We back, so we called back. Glad nothing happened. Y'all love everybody. But then what happened? So you already know I'm a street dude. We don't go tell on them. We don't go to court. They offered him 36 months. He should have took it. He forced that thing. I don't play. I didn't like that what they did to me. Made me go to court and put me on the stand. Made me tell me I got 15 years. I got gun charges. But I was an outcast out there on that court. And that was a good strategy for him. But I don't know why we do something like that. You know what I mean? And I want, I would like talk to the homies out in the streets. What kind of situation should have done? You know, should I what? Well, I mean, what? Maybe I could have said, man, I don't know. I just couldn't understand it. Why y'all getting me? I got 15 years in prison. Why y'all going through this mess with me? But I already knew what it was. I was labeled as this dude. Like I said, they had me newspaper. They had me newspaper robber. They had me newspaper and yeah. 15 years in feds, local drug dealer. I was labeled. So they try to get me back in there, boom, boom, boom. But I don't understand. They had the gun, they had everything. Why would you put me out? I felt bad about that, for real. We don't do that, man. Keep everything in the street. He should have took the 3 years. But, you know, man, I got all love everybody. You know, I love everybody. Ain't nobody done anything to me. You know what I mean? It's all love. I'm a man of God. But, you know, I got to keep the podcast true and real. You know what I mean? That was one of my trials, yeah. It wasn't a trial I went through, but it was a situation, man, I didn't like it, man. Why would you put me in that kind of situation? I keep things in the streets back then, but that's how you supposed to do it. But why? I want to ask questions to the homies out in the street. What should have done on that situation? We don't do that kind of stuff. You hear me? Brick City Entertainment, keeping it hot. You hear me? You hear me? Podcast 26. You hear me? You can get a shout out. My whole fam, my sister, yeah, mother, dad, all my nephew, my goonies, you hear me? Aaron up in Charlotte, yeah. I'm gonna keep it trapping, you hear me? I got more stuff for you. Smell black outside too, you hear me? Anyway, keeping it real, there's some situation in the streets. That's not a street. You don't go to court. What we do in the streets is street stuff. Why would he do me like that? For real. You gonna have, yeah, I ain't gonna court, you hear me? When stuff happen to you, have it in the streets. You don't do stuff like that. But I'm trying to keep everything clean, everything love. I'm gonna ask some homies about that. People ain't talking to me about it. You talk about anything. Yeah, what happened, man? You might never talk about it. I'm gonna open the book, let's talk. Brick City. I'll get back at y'all. I'm gonna keep it hot.